Time is money. This couldn't be more true in the world of social media. You can do a lot of things on the internet. You can make money, create content, meet people, scam people. You can do that for free at almost no cost. And yet the platforms that run social media are worth billions of dollars. They make money through subscription fees or ads. If you're not paying any subscription fee, you're going to be shown a lot of ads. The only way you can avoid seeing ads is by paying a subscription fee. Ever since the smartphone was invented, the way we learn and communicate has never been the same, especially the way we spend our free time. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's noticed how bored you can get when you're not using your phone. Charging your phone before going to bed is a very common custom for most people, and some of us never forget to do that. Let me share a short story. One night on Unza campus, I left my phone to charge before going to bed, as usual. I remember checking the time before going to sleep. The time was 02. 2 hours later, my roommate was freaking out looking for his phone. He couldn't find his phone, so I checked to see if my phone was still charging. It wasn't charging. 3 phones were stolen that night. The thief came into the balcony because the door leading to the balcony was open. It took some time to realize what just happened. In the few months I spent without a phone, life became a bit hard. Whenever I was in a public place, I couldn't look at my phone and pretend to be busy. I could only think about my thoughts when I was bored. I couldn't distract myself with music. I missed a lot of school updates. Living without a phone is very frustrating. But as the days went by, I got used to it. My laptop is the only device I use to access the internet. Every social media app is constantly competing for your attention. Every feed on each app is designed to show you what you want to see. Everyone on the internet is pushed in a direction that will keep them engaged. If you watch a video on why men are bad, you're going to be shown more content of how bad men can be. And sometimes it gets extreme to keep you scrolling. Controversial topics are very popular on the internet. No one wants to see something that's socially acceptable. That's a bit boring. This is why bad news spreads much faster than good news. Social media can influence your political views. We spend so much time on the internet that our opinions are based on what people say on social media. The more time you spend on your phone, the less time you spend in real life. If you want to spend more time in the real world, you can completely go off the grid. Deleting every social media app on your phone and focusing only on people you meet in real life. But that's too extreme for a solution. I think we spend too much of our time on the internet on the wrong things. I think that's the problem. We spend more time arguing with random people on social media instead of searching for a soulmate. We spend our time consuming content on the internet and no time creating anything of value. We spend much of our time on the internet trying to entertain ourselves. We never try to learn anything new. We always rush to our phone whenever we're bored, aimlessly scrolling on your feeds trying to look for something interesting to share, staring at your screen for hours trying to pass the time. Our phones are full of distractions and it seems like you can't avoid using them all the time. But have you ever asked yourself what you do when you're not using your phone? And if you're honest with yourself, you're probably going to say nothing. What's your experience when you're not using your phone? What kind of thoughts come to your mind? Do you feel sad and lonely, or are you calm and collected? If you know what happens to you when you're not using your phone, you will know if you depend too much on your phone. What can you do to avoid using your phone so much? The first thing you can do is turning off all your notifications. Let me give you a scenario to help you understand why you should do this. Imagine you're walking to class with a friend and you're having a conversation with them. Then someone comes and randomly interrupts the conversation you're having and starts talking to you. You'd feel like that person is being rude. When you leave your notifications on, that is what you're allowing your phone to do to you. And let's be honest, you've probably never received a notification that was an emergency. For some of you, deleting an app may be too extreme. You might just end up installing them again. So instead, you can always log out of the apps that you're addicted to, so that whenever you want to use them, you'd have to put in some effort. But I recommend you to just delete the app from your phone. Avoid always using your phone as a coping mechanism when you're bored. Instead, try to read a book. And if you don't have a book to read, you can read your Bible. I already know you don't do much of that, so it's a start. I know reading isn't the most interesting alternative, but it's better than scrolling aimlessly on the internet. Social media has an effect of making us feel like we're always missing out on something, but that's rarely the case. TikTok is basically a rabbit hole that never ends, and Instagram is a place where you can sell dreams. Our smartphones are a very useful part of our lives. Connecting with people and learning have never been easier. But we need to learn to control the use of our phones. When we spend so much of our time on the internet, we tend to forget what's real. It's hard to see the picture when you're stuck in the frame. Learn to use your phone less.